My spaceship, I go. You already know. Bad bitches in here. They come, they go. I get in the ship. I'm dripping my fit. Take off spaceship, yeah, take off spaceship. My spaceship, I go. You already know. Bad bitches in here. They come, they go.
What's up, man? It's your man JL Robinson with the No Name Podcast. I got some guests in the building. Please introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Eugene Woodz here.
And it's your boy, E Will.
What's been going on with y'all fellas?
Just living life, man. You know.
Now how I go. Everybody woke up this morning.
I see y'all got a new project. You want to talk about it?
So yeah, we got a new project we've been working on, Trapped in Another Dimension. We were working on it for a couple months now, almost a year. And yeah, that joint, we just did a listening party last week, so we about to drop in the next week or two. So definitely be on the look for that, Trapped in Another Dimension.
Well, at first we had came up with it, or like we were talking about it for a really long time, because we had done previous tracks before, and we had just linked up in the studio, or decided to link up in the studio and just make some tracks just to see where we're all now, because, you know, we both like each other's music, so we always thought about how a song with both of us on it would be. And once we were went in there and record, it was just like, yeah, I think it's really time to lock in and actually like do this. Like, I feel like this is when we could really lock in with this shit now.
Like you said, we both were fans of each other's music, but it's not even just about the music. We were both fans of each other's artistry, honestly. Like you said, the shows and everything, we both seen each other perform. We both seen each other record. There's been times where E Will sat in on my recording sessions. I've sat on him and on his recording sessions. And neither one of us get on the track. We just really just there watching each other and kind of learning. So we've both became like just fans of each other personally. So when it came to doing the tape, it was like, yeah, we got to find that median because we both don't have similar sounds or we don't make similar music. So it's like we got to find that median to make a sound that's different, but also that the people are like. And I feel like we really accomplished that.
Man, it's like, honestly, like me from just like sitting in the studio with Eugene and seeing the beats and stuff that he's picked out and like the certain things that he likes to do, I feel like I done been there enough to where I could be like, damn, like this shit would probably sound good if we sat down and we really got on a beat that he picked out. Cause shout out Dat Boy Ed, but we always got beats from Dat Boy Ed, like just he sent us beats out to fly. And I've always thought of putting Eugene on newer beats that I get from him. So I know he probably feels the exact same way. So once we had got those beats, because I'm pretty sure he's had some beats for what, like months, years, almost.
No, definitely.
Just on lock.
Me and Ed are really locked in. So like you said, Ed is kind of one of those first people I go to when we talking about any project, honestly. But yeah, Ed sent some stuff. We got some stuff from D Beats, got some stuff from Rockaway. It was different things that I was just hearing out here from all the producers that I'm kind of connected with and talk to. And they were sending things that I was just like, yeah, E Will go crazy on this. Or I heard myself on it and was like, I really like myself on this. So let's see what E Will can bring to the table. And when I tell you he filled the table every time, it was crazy, bro. Like, he was really an artist that like was never not willing to try something different. So it was really fun to make this project and really fun just to work with him and just to hang out. Like, 'cause I don't want people to think that we just made this music and that was it. Like, no, we really hung out with each other. We really went to each other's shows, performances. We performed beside each other. So like, it's really a chemistry when it comes to this project.
Right. And so like, let's say for instance, when you collab and do business with other artists, what type of stuff do you check for to make sure you feel like this is a good fit for y'all?
Usually when I'm working with other artists, I just kind of listen to it and see where they were coming from with this song. And is there anything that I can add to this to make it better or just to bring out the picture that they were trying to portray with this song? Because I feel like all artists are just drawing a picture or telling a story. So it's like when you're doing a feature or doing a collab or anything, you're just adding to their story or adding to their picture.
I don't know, man. I don't really like.
I mean, I don't really get down with the too much cliquish things. Like, if I like your music, I like your music.
Right.
And if I want to collab with you, then I'm gonna collab with you. If you're down to do that, I don't force anything. I know I'm a big person. Like, if I like your music, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna listen to it in my own free time, regardless if I know you, regardless if you're in my clique or we're
Facts.
doing the same things together. So it's kind of like, if you don't like me or you don't like my music, then that's cool with me. Even if I'm a fan of your music, I'll still listen to it. But like, we can't work together, that's fine. Everybody knows with this artistry shit, like, even if you like my music and let's say I don't like your music and you're willing to still reach out to me for a feature or something like that, I still consider it. Like, because like I said, like, it's all about a canvas or a picture. Like, I might not like your music, but you might send me the song that I can paint a bigger picture on.
Right.
To where, like, I'm never going to just be like, hell no, I'm not working with that person. I feel like we both get a engineer from Clean Studios and G5.
Sir.
Respect.
Sir.
What do you like the most about your engineer?
Man, I think both of our engineers, like Max, is real professional. Like, I feel like he's really got that shit down pat for everybody. Like, cause he was one of the first people that I went to even before we had made this tape. Like, I've always went to Clean Studio. So like, as soon as the first time I kind of went in there, it was like he had kind of already was working on my sound as it is, because I've already been in there a couple more times. And I went back there a couple more times. And turns out that after like the master, the mix, even the mix sounds good. And I would sit there and ask him like, yo, is this like the final cut? Like, this sounds like great. He was like, nah, bro, like, I'm still working on it. So like, I really respect Max's like dedication to actually wanting something to sound good that he's worked on.
Yeah. So like a specific sound to make you stand out amongst everybody else, like working on your sound individual. Okay.
And I feel like for me, like, I'm so hands-on when it comes down to like mixing and mastering, just because I've been doing music just for a little bit long, almost like 6-7 years now. So it's like, I like to be there when they're mixing and mastering. I like to kind of have my own input on it. And I feel like that comes from me growing up in the music around producers and engineers. Like, I didn't start this with other rappers. I started this with Q Clouds, Loose, J Word, different people like that. We started up in the studio in the basement, and I'm just really listening to them cook up beats. It's not really about the rapping, it was about the beat. So I'm hearing them cook up beats, and I'm like, yo, this shit sound good, this shit sound clean. So it was like, once we started recording and Q Clouds was engineering us, he was trying to make sure that joint sounded as clean as he could get it to get the sound. So it was kind of like, that's what stuck in my head. But then also like the cooperation I had with him was like, yo, I feel like we should do this, or hey, we should take out the beat here, or hey, we should do this. He was always willing to like listen to that. So now that me and him don't record all the time anymore, it's like when I'm going to different engineers like Clean and G5, I need somebody that's going to take in my input just as much as you took in my input for me recording. Like, you listen to me like when I was like, hey, I want to record this, or I want to take this out for my own vocals. But it's like, when it comes down to mixing and mastering, that's your profession. You know that better than me. But it's like, as an artist, I have an ear just as much as you do. So it's like to have an engineer listen to you and take in consideration for what you do, even though they're knowing that you can't do like all the extent that they can, it's like, that means a lot, because they're still taking in your input when it comes to this. And sometimes you might bring something to their attention that they're not even thinking of. So that's what I really look for when I'm listening, working with any engineer. It's like somebody that's just willing to work with the artist and get their input, but also be able to take it the next step forward. So I feel like Clean and G5 give me that every time. Like when I'm
Every
working with
time.
them and I'm like, hey, like let's do this. Because Clean even to tell you like almost every tape or every song he's mixed for me, I'm like, hey, can I pull up on you when you about to mix? And he like, yeah. And we'll just sit right there and just listen to it. And I'm like, hey, try this. And he'll try it and he like, hey, let's add this to do this. And I'm like, damn, like that was crazy. Same thing with G. It'll be like, hey, let's do this instead of that. And he'll be like, hey, let's do this. And it's like we make different magic. It's a chemistry with the artist, and I feel like it just makes it funner.
Right. And who do y'all videos?
With videos, we kind of been up in the wind, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like in this area, in the Southwest Virginia area, it's hard to find consistent videographers that can kind of bring out that vision that you want. So we kind of dip and dab with different people. We both know how to edit ourselves, so we definitely try to throw that kind of directory and videography in there.
Videographers, issues I'm facing. It's really like, because since we shot our own videos, and a little background about me, I used to shoot like reactions, YouTube videos, like I had a YouTube channel and all types of stuff. So I was an editor and a YouTuber before I was an actual like artist with the shit. So like I knew the lighting, and I also used to take pictures. I used to do a whole lot of different stuff with cameras and stuff. So soon as I found out how to shoot music videos, because I've shot other artists' music videos when I was coming up, just trying to do everything with the camera so I could learn. And once I figured that out, I was like, okay, so I think I know exactly, or like I know a little bit of what a music video needs to look like. Like when I think of music videos, I think of really like in-depth scenes. Like, you know, I'm real detailed with shit that's on the wall, like something particular, like a light or something. Like it could be a story within the music video. Like, and there's always there's always like the A roll, the B roll parts of music videos. Like I pay attention to all that stuff. So I think as a videographer, it's kind of tough to get the artist's vision, because you might get overwhelmed, or you might think that it's like something that you like, but when you give it to them and it's something that like, yo, change a couple scenes and stuff, you're like, oh damn, like maybe I need to push myself to do better, or maybe actually listen to the artist's input, because shooting music videos is hard and editing them is very hard.
Definitely.
I was gonna say
with music videos, I feel like it's the same thing with engineering. Just because I know a little bit about that game, it's kind of like I want to be hands-on with you as well. So I'm looking for somebody that's kind of thinking outside of the box as well as I'm thinking outside of the box. And I feel like with a lot of videos that you get around this area, it's kind of the same story being told in every video. And each song is different though. So each song doesn't really deserve the same storyline.
Like it could be deeper than that. Like the scenes could be deeper.
I want to ask the question of this. It's like, do you have your vision down pat to where you can convey it to your videographers?
I feel like at certain times, like depending on what track it is, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like, but at the same time, I haven't had the confidence that like there's a videographer in an area that I can portray this vision to, and we can really sit down and make that vision happen. And see, and that's kind of like my like kind of dilemma with it is I feel like a lot of videographers in this area are missing that director standpoint from it. Some videographers around here are just videographers. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying that to down anybody, but some of them are just meant to be behind the camera and to capture the moment, to capture the shot. And some of them do have that aspect of, I can direct this and I can shoot this. Because don't get me wrong, I've worked with videographers around here and I've sent them a song and they've been like, hey, what's your idea for this? And I've given them the idea and they've been like, all right, because when I heard this, I see this, this, and this, and this. And I think that's cool. or I think that's like more in the area where I like to be at. And I feel like some of them you'll send the video and it's like, what did you want to do? Hey, I was thinking something around this. All right, so where do you want to go? Where do you want to do this? It's like no feedback from them. It's more just like, what do you want to do? What did you have for this? All right, if you don't have a spot, let me know. Because I don't have any ideas either. I'm just doing this because you asked me to shoot this video for you.
It's like they're there to have the camera. But yeah, just like you were saying, like directing, like I feel like us as artists, like we direct how do we get on certain beats, and like we direct how we do this, we direct how we do that. So I feel like if videographers had the directing aspect, like, yo, I'm really feeling like this for this type of song, we could go here. I know a place over here. Like I got some lighting for this. And that's a good conversation right there, especially if we bouncing off each other and then it just gets even.
Because at the same time, like I realize I understand that's a lot to ask, because a lot of people have a lot of things going on in their own personal life.
Exactly.
So that's even coming for that person to take that extra step and to have a friend or something that's maybe helping them just carry the luggage around, but that person also is the visual of the video. Like, so even if you got a homeboy that's helping you with your videography and he's like, yo, when I listen to this song, I see this, this, and that. Or you already have a director with you. Or something just in that field, because I feel like when you're in the bigger industry, yeah, you get those simple A/B videos. Let's do this one at the gas station. Let's do this one at the crib. Let's do this one in your hood. But then you also get with those videographers or those directors that are like, no, when I heard this video, I see this, I see that. We need a green screen for this one. We need this. And it's like, you don't really get too much of that around here. And I'm not saying that you need that for every video, but I feel like it should also be accessible for the artists around here who want to kind of take that next foot forward with the videos. Because the videos are also a gateway to get into that bigger industry. Because I know from growing up, when I used to watch music videos and just listen to music, that's one of the things I remember. When I heard a song come on the radio that I ain't heard in years, I'm like, oh shit, I remember this video from when I was a kid. They was out here doing this, they was doing that. And it's like that stuff sticks in your head. So even if your song may be not your best or even simple, if the video is really good,
They'll remember that.
They remember that. They share that. And I feel like that's just one of those aspects that we're missing in this area, because it's really hard coming from this like area and not having a whole lot of light on this area. For me, I feel like my best video is my Hope video. I have a song called Hope, produced by that boy Ed. It was on our Be Safe tape. It's out on YouTube. The only reason I say it's my best video is because everything that I named that I want out of a director happened during that video. When I sent that video to Tisa and her partner, they both hit me back and gave me like feedback on this. Like, hey, when I listen to the song, I see this color, this theme, this aspect. And we were able to go to different areas. We were able to get different shots. We were able to capture different moments. Like I was like, hey, what if we do a moment like this? And they were willing to just take that feedback from me. And it was just a really fun video to shoot. I love the colors in it. I love like the things that they brought to it. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to take away from any of my other videos, because those brought different moments and got more views in that video, because you saw the fun in those. You saw different people in those. So I'm not saying that video is better than any of my other ones, but I'm saying that one was one of the funnest shooting for me because I got what I wanted out of it.
Now I'll probably say mine is one I actually did here recently for a song that I just came out with, Against the Odds, produced by Clean himself, Clean Studios, at Clean Studios. And I feel like I did good with that one because, one, I did it myself. Two, I feel like I touched bases in that video. Like I made the video something that you would want to go back and watch. Like it actually in my opinion, because I had sent it to clean like countless and countless times. Like I'm editing it 3-4 days in a row straight. Like I'm just trying to get this shit completely right. Like I want this shit to come out perfect and everything. Because that same day is when I said, fuck it. I'm going to find me some new shit on my camera. Because I haven't really gotten all the settings on my camera yet. So once I figured out, you know, I could probably shoot this in 4K, 24 frames, 30 frames per second. So I'm like, all right, I'm dibbling and dabbling with the different frames per second and shit. So once I figured out how to do the lighting and everything, and then I got an outfit to put on, I was just trying to get into the theme. Like it was like almost like I was trying to get a theme, like, cause I knew exactly where I wanted to do it at. I knew exactly how I wanted to edit it. Like I said, it was completely different because this is the very first self-shot music video I ever did. Like I never shot my own videos before this. And I feel like that one came out pretty good. The way I presented it was good. And yeah, that's definitely something that I got really, really, really good feedback on. And people said that it made the song better, in my opinion. Yeah.
I'm just looking for growth, honestly. I'm not really looking for too much out of people. I'm more looking for more out of myself because I feel like I'm the biggest like critique out of myself. But at the same time, any artist want feedback. So like feedback is cool, but at the end of the day, I'm just looking for growth.
If you get too caught up on how other people feel about what you create, then you'll just psych yourself out. So I always definitely just look for growth. I feel like I've been growing every time, or every time I do anything, I feel like I'm growing. Man, it's like what I learned from that is, because man, being a YouTuber, I ain't gonna cap, is definitely something I feel like is a completely different thing. Because starting from the bottom is like actually like you really starting from the bottom. Like I didn't have a logo. I did a whole lot of research before I even posted my first YouTube video. So like, and then once I figured out how to, because once I was really doing it the hard way to begin with. Because I used to download the video off of YouTube. I used to hit the record button on the video, make sure the mic and stuff was synced up. I could rarely even pause the video because I would have to edit it even more. So it would take my reaction videos to come out for a really long time. Like I used to have to take like almost a week just to drop one video. So I was like, yo, there's got to be like a easier way to this shit. Because I'm always been on YouTube. Like I've been watching Cash Nasty, Flight Reacts, like people that already, like I've grown up watching these niggas on YouTube. And they drop videos like 17 hours, 16 hours, 15, like they're dropping them back to back to back. So I'm like, dude, like, is somebody are they paying somebody to edit this, or are they just that good at editing? So I'm like, bruh, there's no way that I can't do this shit. So like, it taught me to sum it all up, it had taught me to actually research the shit that you want to do, and you have to stay consistent. Like, you don't necessarily have to have like a YouTube video, because I know YouTube has YouTube shorts and stuff now, and like kind of do the TikTok thing where you can just slide through the shorts and everything. And I've kind of mixed that up because I did get into like the Instagram reels and everything. I started putting them on all the platforms. So once you figure out that you can do anything on YouTube and just stay consistent with it, then there's always a fan base for something. Like there's for something that you want to watch. Cause when I was reacting, I used to try to react to like rappers we know, like in the United States, like Quavo, Migos. Like I used to try to react to the stuff that we all know and like. So like Kendrick Lamar just dropped Not Like Us. I reacted to that, but I just haven't posted yet. But I used to dibble and dabble in like the UK drill and shit like that when it was really popping back then. When Pop Smoke was coming out with drill, that's when everything was kind of like mixing up in that scene. And then you really just pay attention to the comments, because I had a lot of people on the comments telling me to react to shit. So I'm like, all right, bet. So like niggas is tuned in. Like my shit is getting out there somehow. So like niggas is tuned in. So I was like, I'm gonna start taking into consideration like what the people are commenting and see what happens. So once I got that down, I just was constantly editing videos or constantly uploading all day, every day, all week, because I had honestly downloaded some software, and that's when I figured out. I seen the setting on there and it said record PC screen. I said, oh shit. Nigga, I think I cracked the fucking code. I said record PC screen, so I ain't got to download the video or anything? Oh, okay, bet. And that's when I really was like on the way up after that. I remember I had posted, or somebody had told me to watch this one video, and it was blocked for the first 2 days after I posted it. And I filed a dispute and anything, because you know sometimes you got to file a dispute with the copyright and the reaction video since it's somebody else's music. And I got that file disputed, and then next thing you know, it got 12,000 views in like 2 weeks, then 20,000 views. I'm like, all right, bet. So like this shit is going up. So I think at this moment I can't stop now. So it all taught me to just still be consistent regardless of the progress you see. Like just don't get overwhelmed.
Definitely. That goes with like all this shit for real. Just staying consistent.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of artists don't get. It's really just staying consistent and trying different things. Never really limiting yourself to one thing. I understand some people got one sound, and if you feel like that's your set sound, then yeah, stay consistent with that. Keep pushing it. But it's like with music, I feel like you gotta really try different things and really just stay consistent. I'm just a person, I don't really care about negativity. I don't even think about it, honestly. Like I said, I'm my biggest critique when it comes to music. So I just keep making shit and I listen to what people say, whether it's good or it's bad.
So y'all kill all the distractions and then y'all lock in and get focused.
Yeah, definitely. Like when we making music, I don't even think about
I don't think about that shit.
What other people think. It's just like, yo, I hope we go ahead and make something crazy.
Yeah. Thing about it is that's one thing I had to learn as well, because early on I used to my setup wasn't always the best. So like my microphone would be like what do you call it? What do you call your microphone when you're like it's like too close, or like the gain's too high. The gain used to be too high on my reaction videos, and it would almost seem like I'm screaming in them shits. So people would be in the comments like, yo, calm your hate and calm your screaming ass down, nigga. Nah. So I'm like, damn. I'm sitting here, I'm reading this shit, so I'm listening to I'm watching the video. And I'm like, damn, so like I didn't really think of it as hate, but I'm just like, all right, maybe I just have to like take this as like a learning step. Like I gotta figure out how to turn the gain down on my microphone. And once I did that, it was just like I never heard of that again. So I'm like, I don't really look at a lot of negative comments, because there hasn't really been a lot of negativity it's never really been a lot of negativity for real.
I feel like negativity really come with it though. Like when I think about just social media in general, yeah, you get people that show you love, but the negativity come with it. When you get on the comments, people say like the craziest shit. Yeah. And I feel like it's just to get a reaction. Like everybody wants attention.
Just bait.
To where like if you just really feeding on the negativity, like somebody might be like, yo, that nigga sound dumb as hell. But they sitting at home like, yo, everything he said was fact. But they commented that just because they know that somebody's gonna draw to that, or somebody's gonna listen to that and then see that comment and be like, damn, this nigga do sound dumb as hell. Like, let me like that too. So it's like people feed off that shit. Like you always gonna have somebody that agrees with you or somebody that feels the same way as you, whether it's right or it's wrong.
Right. And then if there's some kind of truth to it, then it's like, yo, let me readjust.
Yeah, maybe it's like a learning thing. Like, but at the same time, like I said, even when it's negativity, just don't get so overwhelmed. Like, just don't psych yourself out. That's why I really don't really look at negative comments. Like, I'll just laugh it off, honestly.
I feel like it's with both of it, the negative and positive. You can't let yourself ever get overwhelmed with either.
Yeah.
Because like people can even say positive shit. Like people can be on there like, yo, this your best song. This shit a hit. This and that. This and that. Yo, I can't wait for the next shit. Like, yeah, you can get big on that and then drop the next shit and that shit flop. And it's like, damn, I thought I was at my peak. They was fucking with me on that last shit. And it's like, you can't never really get that in your head. Like, people will fuck with you any day because you did something, but then the next day they might change on you.
Right.
And it's like, if they fuck with that, then they fuck with it. If they don't, they don't. Like, you can't let that change your mindset at the end of the day. Because I know just for me, I do music because I love it. So if anybody doesn't like it or like it, it doesn't change how I feel about my music. I think it's a lot of different ways, like you said, to have a relationship with somebody. And I also feel like that comes back to the video perspective that we were talking about. I feel like that's a big reason to have visuals because people can really see what you're doing or who you are. Where I feel like it's really important with the social media area to really post a lot of content and to really give people that one-on-one with you. It makes people feel more personal with you. Because I know when I first started getting on just all social media, Snapchat, all that stuff, when I used to post a lot on there, and it can just be me smoking with my homeboys or whatever I'm doing. And people would always like hit me back, or I would see people in person like, yo, you're always having fun, bro. It looked like you and your friends having a lot of fun. I'm like, bro, we were just chilling. Like, it wasn't like nothing crazy, man. Like, anybody can do this shit that we're doing. But it just gave a different aspect of it because it's like people really lose that aspect of life of just having everyday fun. So they really miss that. So it's like if you can give them that aspect of like life is still fun or you're just enjoying life, it's like people gravitate towards that because it's positive.
And I feel like that's what people would want to see. Like, I feel like people will really fuck with you if you just show like what you do, like far as just life, period. Like, you're not always an artist all the time. Like,
definitely.
We take trips just like everybody else.
I was about to say, like, so what y'all do outside of the rap shit though?
Shit. I mean, everything. Yeah, everything. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I was about to say, me, yeah, I work and stuff like that, but at the same time, my artistry plays a big part in my outside life. So I do a lot of things in the community just to kind of be out here and to see what's going on, to where if my artistry can help or add more to it, I can. I try to visit a lot of like the just local and stuff that's going on. So if I'm ever out here, it's because it's an event or something. Honestly, my girl retwists my hair. I'm really big on people touching my hair.
Facts.
Don't get me wrong. I know like there's
Definitely.
a lot of good hairstylists out here, but I'm really big on who I let touch my hair. So my girl actually retwists my hair.
My Aunt Tina touches my hair. Shout out to my Aunt Tina. Cause it's kind of like a thing in my family. Like, I feel like everybody in my family kind of is revolved around hair and like stylist haircuts. Cause my dad is a barber in Roanoke. So like everybody shout out Dion's barbershop, man. Know what I'm saying?
Big shout out, Dion.
You know what I'm saying? The only person to ever touch my hair.
OG.
Ever. And people say a whole lot of good things about my dad, so like, and good things about my aunt. So, but back to the hair shit, like, yeah, nobody's touching my hair besides them. I've never went anywhere else. Gotta keep it in the family.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always been like that though. Like I've had dreads for several years now. People know I've cut them, growing back. But even during those times, I used to go to a woman back when I first started. I would only let her touch my hair. And then when I learned how to retwist myself, I would just do my hair myself, honestly. And then once me and my girl got together, I just let her touch it. Yeah, I ain't really big on letting nobody touch my hair, really.
Shit, I can't. Hey, sometimes for the shoes, I go on GOAT, especially. Sure. I don't know. I kind of dibble and dabble in like thrift apps like Depop. Sometimes I might go to Plato's Closet. I really started fucking with Shein not too long ago. I haven't gotten into Fashion Nova yet. I like getting Supreme. I don't know. I'm really when I go out and shop versus going online, I like to go to a lot of thrift stores mainly. I do like to go to Clean Souls as well. Shout out 540 Clean Souls. But yeah, mostly if I go out, I try to keep it local. I'll even buy some clothes that I know that my man's made. Like I know he's got some VA shirts. I done made some merch. I wear my own shit. So shout out to Kelso. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of people that make clothing out here. Rich Rebel. It's a lot of people out here. I need to tap in. Noxta. All of them.
Yeah. I'm very picky, honestly. I don't really like getting into too much of the clothes because I'm very picky. If I shop locally, it's for something quick. I say I'm more of an online shopper now because I kind of go everywhere. If I do shop locally, it's definitely going to be Noxta. Like you said, Rich Rebel, shout them out. I'm a big fan of Incognito.
Facts.
I almost have every piece. There's not too many people that I really don't shop with here. Oh, shout out Humble Hustle.
Facts.
Definitely. A lot of stuff from them. So, yeah, if it's local, I really like to shop locally if I can. Shout out St. Gerard. I know he has a new brand. I haven't been able to cop any pieces recently, but I definitely want to cop something. Yeah, there's a lot of different local artists around here that I feel like make great stuff. So I definitely try to shop locally. If I do have to shop mall or anything, it's something quick. Other than that, I'm online. Like you said, Supreme. Yeah, anything up from there. Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't touched the game since middle school, bro. I don't really play games.
I ain't gonna cap.
No downing on it though. I got homeboys that game that's really about that shit. Like I'm willing to put money on my niggas. Like I know niggas is really about that shit. So don't get it fucked up. I respect it.
Sports or anime?
It don't matter. I know guys that play sports games that's about that shit, and I got guys that play fighting games, anime. So from Street Fighter to Marvel vs. Capcom, to Mortal Kombat, whatever the fuck you want, bro. I got people that I put money on.
Okay, all right. So tell me some of your hobbies outside of music.
Man, outside of music, I'm more of a real chill guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Outside of music, I'm really out here exploring life. There's a lot of things in Roanoke that go on that people don't know about, so I'm constantly trying to find stuff like that. I mean, bro, like, me and my girl, every fucking weekend, we're finding something in the city or something near the city. If it's in Franklin County, Christiansburg, Lynchburg, anything around here, we're trying to find it and just go pop out and see what's going on. I really just like doing stuff, enjoying life, honestly, outside of music. I'm not really a big person to just sit around. I'm always liking to do something.
So like nature and exploring shit like that?
Yeah, bro. It can be hiking. It can be grabbing some ice cream. It can be going to a concert. It can be going to a art gallery pop-up. It can be anything, bro.
So tell me about your past experiences with that. Where you been to before?
So what was really cool recently, I went to a sidewalk art gallery that they had downtown, hosted by the Todman Museum in Roanoke. That was really cool. They had the whole downtown blocked off from the market building and stuff with just different art and artists from around the areas, from all the way from here to Fayetteville to Richmond to Virginia Beach. That was really cool just to walk through and just to see the different art that goes on in around these areas. And for me, it was more like seeing artists that could make cover arts or anything like that. Like as an artist, I feel like you got to look outside of the box. People always look to people who make cover arts for music just to make your cover art. But it's like, bro, you can grab an artist who out here just painting and be like, yo, paint me something. And that can be your cover art because that can capture what you're trying to paint for that album. So I just like to go to little things like that. We went to a concert in Franklin County a couple of weeks back because I had a homeboy performing out there. So we went out there and watched him. So really, if it's anything, man, like even if it's a new food spot or something like that, I'm a big foodie. So when it comes to food, definitely if it's good and people talking about it, I definitely want to try it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the NBA. I can sit there and talk. I can talk about the NBA all fucking day. Matter of fact, I was talking about the NBA earlier today, and somebody was like, or my cousin Cam, shout out my nigga Cam. He was like, Jaylen Brown is, I think he said he is better than Tyrese Halliburton on the Pacers. And I was like, I can't be mad at that because he just came up off of Finals MVP and he just won a ring and everything. And they had to beat them to get there. And I don't think that Indiana shouldn't have got that far. Low key, I think that New York shouldn't have beat them for sure. If New York had Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein at the same time, and because I think the Pacers, they were fully healthy. They had everybody. But I feel like the Knicks was down some. And Thibodeau be playing them too long. Jalen Brunson is phenomenal. Like, he is phenomenal. Like, I don't think people understand that. Like, because people just watch the highlights. But when you watch the whole game and see how these people operate on the court, like Josh Hart is a guard getting like 14, 15 rebounds a game. Like, he's putting up more rebounds than your big man is. And when that's going on, we have a problem. So I feel like they shouldn't have definitely won that series. But going back to what my cousin said, Jalen Brown, I think is low key better than Tyrese Halliburton.
I don't know. I'm a fan of both. I'll say that. Because if you know me as far as music was, Wayne is my favorite artist all around. So I've always been a Cash Money, Young Money fan, just growing up. So I kind of watched that whole process of Drake coming up and seeing where he started from and seeing what he became. So I'm definitely a Drake fan, or just a Drake appreciator. Wouldn't really say a fan because after What a Time to Be Alive, it was kind of rocky for me. I was really one of those people like, this is trash. Like, Views, More Life. People can hate me all they want to for saying that, but they're all trash to me. I really felt like he was more out here. I do like more of these later albums with Certified Lover Boy and Honestly Nevermind and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate those albums way more. But yeah, I appreciate Drake and his artistry and where he's came from and who he is now. I definitely appreciate him. But Kendrick, for me, as a rapper, is a overall better rapper. So I didn't really see it as a competition. Kendrick to me is a rapper and Drake is a artist. Drake can make kind of any genre of music and make people like it, but Kendrick is a rapper for the culture, and it was kind of like yeah.
Who do you think won or lost the war?
I feel like Kendrick won because he came out with the like promotable song and the hit out of it. But as far as like rap beef goes, I feel like they both it was kind of neutral. They both had good tracks. They both had good fan bases that stuck behind them. It didn't really go either way when they came to me for songs, but Not Like Us is anthem. Like, he got a hit song out of that. And I feel like in these ages, if you get that out of a rap beef, you won.
Well, I feel like you have to put Drake up there anyway. Because, like, just because it looks bad for him right now necessarily doesn't diminish his whole shit. Like, we're talking about, like, because honestly, Drake, when he was first putting out music, you can tell he was really making, like, real, like he wanted to make music that would last type shit. Like, he was making shit that everybody fucked with. Like, regardless if you was a hood niggas, anybody was gonna play Drake. You can't tell me that you didn't have some Drake at all. And thing with Kendrick Lamar is I had to, because to be honest, I wasn't really big on Kendrick Lamar when he first came out. Like, I listened to Section 80. That's the shit I was fucking with the most, because one of the first songs I heard was it was on the Grand Theft Auto radio, but I forgot what it was called. It was like fuck that, 8 doobies to the face, fuck that. It went like that. I know it was on Section 80 though, because that one had Rigor Mortis and all those other bangers on it. And then I seen how Kendrick Lamar started to elevate. Like, his subject matter got kind of better than Drake's. Like, Drake was low key starting to talk about the same thing, but like Drake, that's his lane though. So I wouldn't expect him to talk about the same things that Kendrick's talking about. But Kendrick Lamar is a phenomenal rapper. Like, he's one of the best rappers of all time. But Drake is one of the best artists of all time, because I feel like he can make anything. He can get on anybody's track. He can get on anybody's vibe, and you gotta respect him for that.
And don't get me wrong, Drake can rap too.
Yeah, he can definitely rap.
We're not taking away anything from that, but I feel like it's different when you're an artist and you're a rapper. Those are just two different things, in my opinion. But see, I feel like that's where it comes in with life. It's kind of like, yeah, my job is to stay at top. And for Kendrick, I feel like he's proven that. Like,
yeah,
even if I take a break, like, I'm still good at this shit.
Yeah,
and it's like at the end of the day, I got real life shit going on. There's real life shit going on. Because just as a fan of Kendrick, he was supposed to drop or was planning to drop it during COVID time. And it's like, with COVID going on and then the Black Lives Matters movement is going on, he postponed all that to be more in the community and just to help out with different things like that. And don't get me wrong, Drake postponed stuff. He did different things during that time as well. But it's like, just for both of them, they both are artists. And even after this beef, like you said, things have died down. Kendrick more has the spotlight on that, but Drake has still been dropping. That girl, what's her name? Camilla, yeah. She just dropped the album, and she has a Drake interlude on there and a Drake feature, and they're both great songs. So it's like, that doesn't really, like you said, that doesn't take away from Drake's artistry, but I feel like it doesn't add to Kendrick's load either, because with Not Like Us, he touched a different height. Like, we knew him to be a great from the West Coast and like a great from Cali, but he shows that like he's really about that shit. Like, from Cali, like, he's able to hold Cali on his back.
Like, he's got they gave him the keys to the fucking city. Like, are we just not gonna remember all of that? Like, they gave him the keys to the city like way back when.
And that's what I feel like this was really about. Like, it wasn't really about the whole rap shit. Like, yeah, it's about that, but at the same time, like you said, like, you can't bring that shit to the West Coast, bro. Like,
yeah, nah.
Like,
I think that was disrespectful.
I feel like it was disrespectful on Snoop's part
Many
for me,
levels.
because like Snoop's alive.
Yeah.
So it's like, why use an AI me when you can come to me and ask me if I want to get on this track? So for me, I felt like that was disrespectful to have that. For the Pac, I understand because Pac isn't alive. So like, I do understand the family's concern about that. Like, you not reaching out to us before you did this. So I do understand like the disrespect in it, but for me, it was more disrespectful for somebody that is living, because it's like, bro, like if you wanted me to say this, or if you thought I felt this way, why not come to me? You think these West Coast ties that you think you have from Kendrick to YG to the game, yeah, you think you're tied in on the West to where like you can say whatever you want to? It's like, nah, bro, like these people still respect you and they're still gonna look out for you when you come here and make sure you're safe. But as far as like, I run this, bro. That's like you come to my hood and you click up with everybody that I'm cool with and they fuck with you. They gonna fuck with you because you may be cool or whatever. But it's a different story when you look at them and be like, y'all fuck with me more than y'all fuck with him. And I've been living over here for 10, 15 plus years. And they've been cool with me. They're gonna look at you like, what the hell? Like, hold on, bro. You just came over here. What do you mean we like you more than we like him? This been the homie. Like, it don't matter if you see me with him every day or you see him on a song with me. That's the homie, bro. Like, we done seen this dude coming from the bottom. We done seen what he's capable of. We done seen what he does in the community and on the track.
Like, he is a real, like, in real life and rap nigga. Like,
and that's what people don't get. Like, with music
like,
shit, like, people think that it's just music. Like, with some artists, yes. You may pay them for a feature or you may do a song with them and you never met that person. Or you weren't in the studio when they did that. And it's like, yeah, you may be cool with them or they may have told you they fuck with the song or whatever like that. Y'all cool, y'all casual. But it's like, you're not locked in with that person. Like, with the people that you locked in with, y'all done met up in the studio or y'all done met up in the block and they had nothing to do with music. And I feel like that's what people remember. Like, with a lot of artists that you see out here that really fuck with each other, you kind of peep that. Like I said, when you're following them on social media or people are just seeing you post on a regular basis and they see who you're around. Just for instance, like with V's coming up, when you look back at it, V's been with Babyface and Baby and Rollo and all them way before all of us was on him with this like recent album and him dropping Fire Drill and all that shit. Like before that, before him even getting that big, he's been in the background. He's been in the picture. To where it's kind of like, you know, like they're not just fucking with him because he's on now. Like this is really like you said, like authentic, like genuine love. Like, oh yeah, they really fuck with this nigga. Like that's really their dog. Like it doesn't matter how big he is. It doesn't matter if it's as big as him. Like they know that like he's doing his thing just as much as they doing that thing. And that's really what it's about. Like, I feel like when you're working with artists, is you linking up with the people or seeing the people that are having the same grind as you. It's not about them being at the same potential as you, but it's about them being at the same grind and the same pace as you.
Because you got that respect for them.
Yeah. Because, like, even if I'm with an artist who I feel like not as good as me or not at that point where I feel like, we're going to make a hit right now. It's like, nah, like, I want to still be around you. I want to still hang out with you. Or I want to still be in the studio with you. Let's still make some shit. Let's keep going. To where, like, if you just hanging around or you just doing this or we just watching each other make music, one day we're going to make that song where it's like, oh, yeah, this was that shit we was looking for.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't stop there.
Because it's like when me and E Will, like, the first song we made was called Haunted Freestyle. And I like that song. I still like that song to this day because it was fun. We really just linked up and really just freestyled on the beat. We went back to back. And that's what really made me appreciate it because it was like, yeah, it was just a fun track. It was no thought about it. It was like, yeah, let's just do something. And then the next track we did, it was more thought out. it was like, yo, I want you on this joint. And he brought me to something different, and we did Spaceship.
Yeah, Spaceship. That's the one that that's the one that we did that you would DJ.
Definitely.
That was the one that you did.
And then after that, it was like, yo, I want you on this or what joint from my deluxe album. So we did that, and it was like, damn, like I brought you to something that I would do, and you gave me the vibes that I wanted. And that's what I was saying. Like, we both respect each other as artists and put each other on each other's tracks first, and heard how we would both come on each other's sound. And it was like, yo, like, I still fuck with this nigga, like, as an artist. Like, he went crazy.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's our best shit. I feel like it's good songs. Every song that me and him made together that has been released, I feel like are great songs. Because they were fun. They were something different. But with this album, it was like, yo, we really found that chemistry. So it was like, with doing this shit, it was like, yo, like, we both seen the growth in each other. And it was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, to be in each other's world, on each other's track. And it was like, it really be kind of second nature. It not feel different. It just feel like, yo, yeah, we just having fun.
That shit sounds crazy.
So do y'all get groupies?
I mean, that comes with the music.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody who makes music, you'll always have people that attract themselves to you. I mean, you get anything, bro. Like, just being a local artist, like you said with groupies and stuff, you'll get girls or fans and stuff come up to you and they'll just kind of be mind blown. And especially being a local artist and not being on the main platform right now, it's like, that's still crazy or mind blowing to you. To hear a fan come up to you and be like, yo, you went crazy. Or a female or something come up to you and be like, yo, I really like you because of your music. Or like, you really killed that shit because of your music. And it's like, damn, like, you don't even know me.
Yeah, no cap. Niggas don't even call me my real name. Like, they just say, like, yo, that's E Will. Yo, E Will, E Will, E Will. I'm like, bro, like, I didn't know that, like, but that makes me think I didn't know this many people was, like, paying attention.
Definitely.
Like, I didn't know this many people was, like, tuned in like that. So it's almost just like, damn.
Like, yo, bro, crazy story. I had a girl reach out to me and was like, yo, I've been coming to all your shows and you really get with a white girl? That's what you do? Like, and I ain't gonna go to the extent what she said. Oh, yeah. She said, I came to all your shows and you really get with this white whore? And I'm like, I'm at work, bro, like just chilling. And I'm like, whoa, like.
Oh, no, yeah, she's tweaking.
I didn't know you were at all my shows. Because I've never like talked to you or like, and two, like, damn, like, why do you feel this way? Like,
damn. Yeah, she crashed out.
Yeah, like, and this is out of nowhere, bro. Like, I think I had just posted like a picture of me and my girl, which me and my girl have been together for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, ain't no way you ain't know about this.
I like share a post that she did of both of us. And I guess the girl like viewed it and it just like set her off, bro.
Nigga crashed out.
Like, she messaged me that and it like pops up on my notifications on my phone. And then all of a sudden I click on it and it's like gone. Like, she unsent it.
She crashed out.
Yeah, but
she
look,
said, oh.
I had already screenshotted it and sent it to my girl. Like, yo, like
who is this?
Why did shorty just send me this? She like, yo, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm like, yo, shorty just came out of nowhere and went left on me. Like,
yeah, nah, because you know it was crazy if she had to. She didn't even get to see you let you see the message she sent. Like,
yeah,
the shit's
bro.
just unsent.
And then look,
like, bitch, what the fuck?
My girl went and followed her, and she's like, she messaged my girl like, why are you following me? Yeah, like what are you trying to follow?
What's up though?
Yeah, she like, yo, like, why why I gotta be this and that? Like why you coming at me like that? Like, I don't even know you. And she like, yeah, like.
But you know what's up.
Yeah, like, bro,
Yeah,
crazy,
like you
bro.
I just seen you do that to my what's her name?
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying,
how
bro.
you think I'm for that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was probably like one of the most wildest moments.
Well, before I was even a big on music or anything, or actually, first time I actually heard a rap song, the very first rap song I ever heard was Flashing Lights by Kanye West. And my dad had it on the CD version. That's the first time I heard some rap music. But the very first artist I heard was Justin Timberlake. Because my mom used to play him on CD when he had, I think it was like the Futuristic or Future Love Sounds tape.
Definitely. I'm bringing sexy back.
Bro, that is one of his best shits, I swear to God. Like, I've got Justin Timberlake like top 10 pop.
That's a Timberland
Like, no
production.
cap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, I feel like Justin Timberlake is up there. He don't get his respect. But, yeah, Justin Timberlake, Future Love Sounds, that's the first time I heard that shit. First time I heard like some really like hip hop, pop type shit, because T.I. was on that album. And I'm trying to think somebody was on the remix of that shit. Somebody else was on the remix, I can't remember. But Justin Timberlake, Until the End of Time, like, he had bangers.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great album. I fuck with JT.
But the first rap song I heard though, I said this on Biscuits and Gravy, but I'm gonna say it again. Flashing Lights by Kanye West. I think that is one of the best songs, like, ever.
And see,
Like, that
for me,
song is
when it comes down to
up there.
hip hop, probably the first artist I remember, it's like 3 for real. I remember, like, just genuinely, like, just being younger was probably Missy Elliott, Ludacris, and Busta Rhymes. Those people, as far as rap, I just remember them being played on the radio. I remember seeing their videos. I remember, like, reciting their songs. It was just so much about them that I just remember. And then Pharrell, when he got with the Clips doing Grinding, I remember all that shit. Like, yeah. I've always had a big sound for VA. I don't know why. That shit always stood out to me. Pharrell, like I said, Missy, Timbaland, just hearing that shit younger, it always stood out to me like, yo, this is different. And then growing up and finding out, like, yeah, this is all like VA roots. It was kind of just mind blowing to me, like, yo, they really doing that shit here. I don't really get into the end of
I don't really get into that.
Like, just give me some gas, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Stood out.
Shit smell good.
That first hit, I should be like, oh yeah, this shit, this it. I mean, it's just that hit. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, if you're a smoker, like, that first hit just crazy. Like, that first hit, I should feel like
after you done rolled it up, did all of that.
Yeah, like, I ain't even
like
I ain't saying on the shit like the shit make you call for something like that. Like, some people look for that. Some people look like, yo, that first hit or two, I should cough off the blunt. That's cool if you don't. I mean, if you do, if you don't. But, like, for me, I should just get like that essential, like, it's like a taste and everything. Like, we have different tastes, different flavors because they're all different strands, different plants. So it's like that first hit, whatever you telling me it is or whatever I think it is, whether it's some cookies, some gelato, some runts, some whatever the fuck it is. Like, you know, there's mad strands out here, mad brands. If it's that first hit, I should be able to, like, just get the essential, like, oh yeah, this it. Yeah, like.
I don't know.
To me, it's entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
to see some of the shit that they come up with, it's entertaining and creative. It's definitely fun. It's definitely promotive. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if you hand me my shit in a sandwich bag, bro. Like, yeah, do this shit, smoke, bro.
Ain't nobody tripping off
Skip
the
the
packaging.
box, skip the bag, the seal, skip all that, bro.
Ain't
Like,
nobody tripping off the packaging.
yeah, like, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Cause I had some homeboys out here selling gas and shit, and they like, bro, I'm out of bags. Like, just take I don't give a fuck.
Ziploc, man. Nobody tripping off that. Shit, you can follow me at Elijah Williams, ELIJJAH Williams. You already know what it is. No J's or 2 J's, no spaces. All the links are going to be there on Instagram, YouTube. Everything's the same. So, same thing for it.
So yeah, for me, follow me at Eugene Woodz. That's on everything. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Eugene Woodz 540.
Thank you for watching the No Name Podcast. We would like to do a special shout out for all the producers and engineers and videographers who were involved in making these artists' careers successful. Shout out to that boy Ed, Clean Studios, Cash on the Beat, G5, Gerard Carpenter, Dallas Productions, E Will himself, and Tebin James with Dream Shots. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Until next time. Peace.
I'ma pay. Fuck a bitch like 50 Shades of Grey. I can never put cap in what I say.